Welcome to Epochs Across Eras, where we uncover the hidden truths of the past. Today we reach the final chapter in our Shang Dynasty series, not to summarize what we know, but to ask what we don't. The Shang left behind bronze masterpieces, oracle bones, and royal tombs. Yet vast parts of their story remain missing. Who were their early kings? What myths have we misunderstood? And what have we yet to find beneath the earth? In this episode, we dive into the mysteries that still surround the Shang Dynasty, questions that continue to fascinate archaeologists, linguists, and historians. Join us as we explore the shadows behind the Shang's shining bronze. We've studied their bronzes, read their oracle bones, excavated their tombs. And yet, the Shang Dynasty still hides more than it reveals. What happened at the very beginning of their reign? How did they rise to power? Were their gods the same as later Chinese deities, or something older? Where are the lost capitals mentioned in ancient texts? Today we ask the big questions, the ones that haven't yet been answered, because history is never complete. And with the Shang, every discovery only deepens the mystery. The Shang dynasty spans roughly from 1600 to 1046 BCE, but the first several generations of kings remain largely unknown. Much of what we know comes from oracle bones dated to the late Shang, especially during the reign of King Wu Ding and his successors. But what about the kings before them? Ancient texts like the Shiji, records of the Grand Historian, list Shang rulers, but archaeological evidence for many is lacking. We don't know where some early capitals were located, or how the dynasty expanded its territory. The timeline of Shang expansion, migration, and political consolidation is still being pieced together. Even for the better documented kings, much is unclear. What did daily governance look like? How were laws enforced? What role did women play beyond elite figures like Fu Hao? These gaps remind us that much of Shang life was never written down, or hasn't yet been found. Unlike later dynasties, the Shang left no historical annals or literary works, just brief inscriptions, primarily for divination. We're left to reconstruct their world through objects, tombs, and fragments. And that means for every question answered, many more remain open. The Shang were a deeply spiritual people, but their religion remains shrouded in ambiguity. We know they practiced ancestor worship and divination. We've seen the elaborate sacrificial rituals carved into bones and preserved in tombs. But who were their gods? Oracle bones reference a supreme deity named Di or Shangdi, along with natural forces like the sun, rain, wind, and mountains. Was Shangdi a personal god, a spirit of heaven, or an abstract cosmic force? Was he the ancestor of all Shang kings, or a deity they worshipped independently? We also don't fully understand how rituals were conducted. Human and animal sacrifices are evident in the archaeological record, but the ceremonial procedures, chants, music, priestly roles, are largely unknown. Some believe Shang kings themselves acted as high priests, while others think religious specialists performed rituals on their behalf. Even the meaning of key symbols like the Taoti mask or dragon motifs remains debated. Were they protective spirits, representations of ancestors, or visual codes for divine power? Unlike Confucianism or Taoism, Shang religion left no doctrine, only actions and images. Their worldview may have been orally transmitted, spiritually intuitive, or radically different from what we expect. Until more is uncovered, their beliefs remain one of history's most elusive puzzles. Only a fraction of Shang archaeological sites have been fully excavated. The best-known site, Yingshu, near modern Anyang, was the last capital, but texts mention earlier capitals with names like Bo, Ao, and Xiang. Their exact locations remain uncertain, though scattered ruins have provided tantalizing clues. Some scholars believe vast Shang cities lie beneath farmland, modern towns, or unmarked forest. Advances in ground-penetrating radar and satellite imaging may one day reveal more. Every new dig brings surprises: a new bronze technique, a foreign artifact, a previously unknown king's tomb. Other areas of discovery include DNA analysis of remains, revealing insights into population movements, family structures, and even disease. New inscriptions may be found that clarify Shang rituals or tell lost stories. Then there's the biggest mystery of all, the Shang collapse. While the Zhou conquest is well documented, we still don't fully understand the internal crises that led to the fall. Was there climate change, mass revolt, spiritual crisis? The answers may lie underground, in yet unopened tombs, forgotten villages, or lost temples. The Shang story is still being written, and for every museum exhibit or textbook page, countless pieces remain buried, waiting to speak. The Shang Dynasty gave us some of the greatest treasures of ancient China: bronze vessels, oracle bones, royal tombs. But perhaps its greatest gift is the mystery it leaves behind. The questions it refuses to answer remind us that history isn't a finished puzzle. It's a living investigation. As we continue to dig, decode, and debate, the Shang remain a voice from the past, whispering just enough to keep us searching. Their legacy isn't just in what they built, but in what they left unexplained. And that makes them not only fascinating, but timeless. Thank you for watching Epochs Across Eras. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep exploring the past to uncover the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the epochs that define us all.